right now since I'm already pre-recording. Cool, so good morning everybody.
Good morning.
Awesome. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
All right, so
We're here.
today we're going to talk about one of our key drivers. I'm going to go ahead and talk about doing things right the first time. But before we get started, we're going to start with a little exercise. So picture this. You guys are going to your favorite restaurant, your favorite coffee place. You're ordering something to go. You order your favorite drink, your favorite meal. You're halfway home, you check your bag, you check your drink, and it's not the right order. How does that make you feel?
Upset.
That happened to me on
Like,
balance.
suck it up.
Upset.
Disappointed, upset.
Annoying.
Now, you go back, you tell them, hey, like, this isn't what I ordered, this isn't what I wanted. They go ahead and apologize, try to make it right. They give you back your order, and you go all the way home to find out it's still not right. How does that make you feel?
Angry.
Angry, right?
Yeah.
Now you gotta come back a second time, third time. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. But before we dive into the actual meeting itself, I do wanna recognize the team as far as how we're doing with our overall SQS score and our overall key driver itself. So I think right now, last time I checked, we were at 95% on the overall SQS. So round of applause to the team for that. The key driver itself, all of our key drivers did things right the first time: product, service, and knowledge, offered advice and solutions. I got there's a few other ones, but we're all in the 90% tile there, and all the way up to 100. So we're doing really well overall.
Starting off right.
Starting off right.
4 months.
But the area of opportunity is this key driver. We are at 93.3, which is really good, but still an area of opportunity. So, with that being said, let's talk about the importance of doing things right the first time. Why do we think it's important that we do things right the first time?
I think to continue to have like our members trust us that we're gonna get it done right the first time, I think is the most important thing, because then it trickles down to everything else.
Yeah, like what happens when we do things right the first time?
Remember?
Not only that, we are dealing with people's finances. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, they're in here for either drop rates or payments or whatever the case may be. So that's something that's already a big thing, you know, for people money. So at the end of the day, we are responsible for that too.
It's important to them,
Yep.
people's
Yeah.
money, people's finance.
Exactly.
They wanna trust
And they
us.
keep coming back, so.
Yes, so when we do things right the first time, members are happier, right? Expectations are met or even exceeded. And at the end, we are held to a higher standard. We are expected to stand out from other institutions. We're expected to know what we're doing. So that leads on to what happens when we don't do things right the first time. The impact on members.
Well, they're not as happy here.
They're not as happy.
Numbers like tell us like if we're like going the wrong way, they're like, why is there? They let it.
They
voice their opinion.
They're not shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, trust is lost. Expectations are not met. Time is wasted for most members, so if they have to come back multiple times, they'll let you know, hey, this is my second, third time coming in. I took time off of work. Like, I expected it to get done the first time I came in. And then our reputation is damaged. So again, because we are held to such a higher standard, we are expected to, you know, complete what they're asking for. So when we don't meet that expectation, they're not shy to let us know. They're not shy to go on like review sites, Yelp, Google review, and they'll voice their opinion there. So transitioning from the impact on members, how do you think this impacts the team?
Double the work.
Yeah, create extra work.
Or it
Mhm.
stresses us out also if we're not doing things right.
Exactly. So we become unavailable. productivity is halted, efficiency reduced, and workload shifted. So pretty much what everybody said. Double the work. You know, it takes a mental toll on you. Like, hey, if we lose a body on ops, 2 on the line, you see the line out the door. Oh man. Or if you see the better lobby queue, nothing but a flow of red, and there's only 3 people pulling out of 5. It's like, oh yeah, like right, like it takes a toll on the team members. So to kind of wrap things up, what are some changes we can make?
Continue to recap.
Continue to recap.
Even if we're on the teller side, we should be recapping on services. This is what I take care of for you today, you know, et cetera, and then is there anything else? So making sure we recap on both sides.
I think also identifying like what went wrong in the beginning, because sometimes it is out of our hands where back office said something or another team member took it on. So identifying where it went wrong and then letting that team member know, like, hey, just a little bit of a heads up, because it's like coaching 360. Like, we're all here for each other as well as for our members. So if we do see that one of our team members made a mistake, no matter where they're at, like, hey, by the way, you know, like, just a little bit of a heads up, like, this is what happened, this is what I had to do, so just keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah.
Come off nicely, of course, but I think that'd be good.
Also taking our time with our members.
Taking your time.
Because I do catch myself sometimes where I assume that the member's done, you know, requesting for things, and so I'll post a receipt and then they'll look at me and be like, oh, but I have something else to do. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know? So, I mean, yeah, just taking our time with them as well.
Yeah, efficiency does not mean quickness overall. You should not be rushing your transaction. We want to continue using our accuracy model. Now, accuracy is key. We want to make sure that we recap, we follow up with a member as far as like, hey, this is what we did, to ensure that we did it right before they leave in, before having them to come back. Accuracy is key. You know, we love our acronyms, but it's key. Knowledge enriches you. So, it is what it is. So, with that as well, how about setting expectations right from the start? So we had a scenario where a member was short on time, wanted to fund a loan, I think in under like 10 minutes. It was a dealer purchase. So I think what had happened that day, we started off slow, and I think we accepted the responsibility of letting the member go, because he offered, hey, you can call me and we can talk the details over the phone while I'm at work. So we got super busy that day, and we weren't able to get a hold of him. He wasn't focused. So that transaction itself was maybe not the best transaction. So setting the expectation right from the start. Mr. Member, this is about a 45-minute to an hour transaction. We don't have the time today. I'm more than happy to set up an appointment for you, so that when you come back, we take care of it and it's done right for you the first time.
Also letting members know that that's not our area. We have like a specific consumer loans department that does over the phone funding. So that way it's not over
There you
our
go.
shoulders. It's like, you know, we can definitely do that, but there is, of course, this department you need to work directly with.
Yeah. So just, you know, overall, what are some key takeaways from today's short presentation?
Accuracy, setting the expectation with our members and communicating with them.
Remember, we're the experts. We may not know what we're doing sometimes, but the members don't know that. Okay? They expect us to know. So when you set the right expectation first, hey, this is gonna take X, Y, Z, you can't do it, we have option A, option B, option C. Okay? So, how would you hold yourself accountable moving forward?
Just recapping every single member, making sure that we did everything right the first time, asking them,
Don't rush.
don't rush.
Don't rush.
You know, just implement like whatever we went over. Implement it if you know you're not doing it. Of course, we're not gonna be like, are you doing that? But if you know and you see yourself, oh, that's maybe something I need to start doing. Just start doing it. You know, it's never too late to start. You're all about learning, so. I think
Awesome. So, before I let everyone go, I wanna end it up on a quote. It takes less time to do a thing right than it does to explain why you did it wrong. So, let that resonate.
True that.
It does take on, like, hey, I couldn't do this because of this, but we do it right the first time, golden.
Love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time and participation.
Thank
I'm gonna pass it over to
Thank
Hans.
Yeah.